Finalizing by Nikki. I am Nikki, and it has been a minute. And I tell you what, I am glad to be back to filming and communicating with you all. And I have a couple of videos that I'm hoping to get through today. Let me start off by saying I really appreciate all the messages that I got around this when I posted in the Facebook group that there was some family illness. Yes, we have definitely had the COVID roll through our house. It has hit some of us much harder than others. As you can probably hear in my voice, I still have a little bit of a just kind of a nasally cold thing, but I am just fine. The girls and I are fine. My husband's been hit a little harder, but he will be fine as well. He's recovering. So, but it's not just hit us, it's hit my whole extended family. As you might know, if you've been following us for any amount of time, or me, excuse me, that like every Sunday we have church with my whole family, and that's my brother and his family, my sister and her family, and my mom and dad. My dad is our pastor, and my family, and we are all involved in ministry there, and then we always come for Sunday lunch afterwards. Well, somewhere along the line, somebody got hit. It's our whole community and our schools, and September is back to school, so everybody gets together and shares their germs. You know how it goes. Oh, also, excuse my hands. They look filthy, but I have been coffee staining for 2 days straight. So my hands have like this nice kind of self-tanner tone to them, but always around my cuticles where it's dry, they just look grungy. And no matter how much scrubbing I do, it just looks like I've been digging in dirt and other gross things. So that's why. Don't just ignore it. Just ignore it. And if it's gross to you, just turn off the camera. But I can't wear gloves because I tear paper. Anyway, thanks, guys. Well, we're doing fine. And here is... It's already been in the group for a minute, so if you've been in the group, you've seen it. But this is the October Junk Journal Inspirations freebie of the month. As with every month, I put out a collage sheet. Then I put out a sheet of elements. Whoops, which is not that. I always print out a couple of these to use. The sheet of elements. As you can tell, it is fall themed. October is probably one of my favorite months of the year here in northern Minnesota. It is absolutely gorgeous. All the trees are changing all of these colors, and it's also my birthday month. Oh, so so October is a fan favorite here. So we've got some elements, and then we've got my sheet of templates, and this month it is a sheet of different shaped tabs. So if you are interested in getting these things, you can go to Junk Journal Inspirations Facebook group. You must be a member to get the freebies and download them. I have now put a short little video clip up at the top of the page on how to download these. So in case you are, I've also now put them all as PDFs as well, because we were made aware that that was sometimes a problem, was not being able to download them on like phones and tablets. So now they're available as PDFs as well as JPEGs. So I've cut out my sheet of elements. I printed this sheet of elements onto ivory cardstock. This is just a sheet of the background paper that I've printed onto ivory cardstock. And then these are the tabs that I have cut out just in case you're not quite sure what this is all about. Tabs are for the edges of things, right? So if we wanted to put one on the top of this tag, you can. So what I've done is printed off a sheet of the collage paper, and then I flip it over in my printer and I printed off a sheet of the tabs. So that's what I've done, and then I've gone ahead and cut them out by hand, although normally I would put them through my cutting machine, but I did them by hand just to, show y'all that it's totally possible and it's not actually that painstaking. What I would say is, if you are interested, so you don't have to keep them as a double like this. You can cut that in half and just glue it on the front of things, and then you have twice as many. I like the finished look of folding them in half and then gluing them on the edges of paper, the edges of tags and things like this, because then you end up with this finished look, right? So that's backwards, so I can show you. Here's what it looks like on the printed side. And then you end up with this nice little tab on the top, right? And you can leave them plain. You can print them out onto some sort of like, you know, cardstock that's brown, like craft paper or something would be good, and then cut them out. I use craft paper tabs a lot in journals and projects. So anyway, this is what those are. I do have one trick for you. When you cut it out, I always cut out the outside edge, but then to get it even when it folds over, I leave it. So I cut around the outside and I leave these middle pieces alone. I leave that in there. And then I fold it along the line, and that's when I cut these parts. That way they match up when you fold them over like this. So I would cut the bottom and then cut up the side, across the top, and down the side. And then I would leave all that junk in there, fold it in half, and then you'll see I cut this part out, these side parts out while it's folded, because then both sides are totally symmetrical. So it's just my way of doing it, making it easier for myself. So I'm going to set these aside over here and we will work with those. I have my Seasons and Ideas book that I work in every month. And we're getting, I know I say this every month, but it's full. She is full. There's August. And I keep my templates in here, and I keep saying this every month that I need to take them out, and I forget. So here's September. It was that fun travel theme. I love that little airplane. And here we are with our next 1, 2, 3, 4 pages for October. This month we get a pocket page, 2 inside pages, and another pocket page. And those are great because look, we can put tabs on and they won't stick out too far. So that'll be fun. In order to prep the pages before I go ahead and decorate them, I have these Tim Holtz leaves stamps that I am super in love with. And they were like seriously created for such a time as this. So I'm going to do some stamping. I also have this super adorable little acorn stamp that I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I haven't even used it yet. I have the world's dirtiest color box stamp set, but it's still, even though it looks like every single one of the stamps is nasty, they still work. And that's because I took it to a crafting thing with a bunch of women, and it just, you know what is it? Why, when it's not your supplies, then you don't have a problem with it being a mess. I also brought this because I thought, yeah, okay. I always pick a place to put the month, to handwrite the month. So I'll probably do that on this front pocket here. And my lovely daughter Lizzie brought me a cup of coffee, so I'm going to sip a little bit of that from time to time. We're going to go with this really nasty looking orange here. And maybe that really nasty grossness will give it some kind of cool, some sort of cool, like, vibe when I stamp it. See, they're even gross that way. Okay, let's see. And happy stamping. Oh yeah, that kind of gives it a cool fall vibe. Look at, it's a darker orange than it should have been because it's all mushed with other colors. So we're going to give that a second to dry before I flip the page. Maybe I'll put one more down in the corner here. Then what I will probably do is I'm going to put some stamps on several of these pages. So I'm going to give this one a little bit of green, and then I'm going to mush in there. See, since they're so messed up, I don't even mind messing up my own stamps. If they weren't messed up, there's no way I'd be blending them like this. Ooh. Now my hands are going to be all full of ink. Anyway, let's move this over. I'll probably just go ahead and stamp a bunch of pages here in fast forward so we don't have to sit and watch me do this. I'm going to grab my, vintage photo and put a little acorn on there too. Actually, you know what? This pigment ink will do a nice dark one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some stamping here, and you can watch me, and then I'll see you on the flip side. You know what? I just realized, I just said I'm gonna do this and leave that where I'm gonna write October, but now I really can't. So I'll make sure that I leave a place to write October somewhere else. And I'll go ahead and stamp the rest of my pages. All right, see you in a minute. So they smeared around a little bit. That got inky goopy. There's like little blotchies, but I don't mind that so much because it just kind of adds to the background. But I've got some stamping done. That one bled through a little bit because it was too juicy. So what did I put? Some acorns along that edge. And I've got some fantastic looking leaves stamped. That was not the greatest one. I've got the borders, but whatever. Not too worried. And I love the fall colors of those stamps. Most of that's just going to be the background. So I've got that. Then I also have some of these little, like, you know, these are probably from Hobby Lobby, but I've got some of these little leaves that I thought I could use in a very specific way. I also, this month, in addition to there's kind of a greenish one. Nope, I'm gonna go with the fall colors. Oh, I just saw this reddish one. Maybe we'll go with those two. In addition to my leaf stamps, I brought out this kit that I just got. Let me show you really quick. I like playing with wax seals, but I don't do it nearly enough. And I was contacted by a company called Craspire, C-R-A-S-P-I-R-E, Craspire. And it's a website that has all kinds of crafting supplies. And they asked if I would like to work with them. And I was like, for sure, because wax seals, right? I don't do it enough. So like maybe here's a chance for me to do it. Plus, I saw this kit that was like a... this is like a beginner kit. So all of this stuff, except for this head, this stamp head, which is super cute. And I can't wait to stamp it. It's like a little snow globe looking thing, or maybe terrarium. And it's got a couple little mushrooms and some greenery. I can't wait to, so that one's definitely going to be stamped. But it comes with everything that you need to start yourself off making some, plus this fantastic gold foils and silver foils. They're like the little foily things. You know what I mean. Then it comes with a couple of candles, a melting spoon, a little starter wax pack. And then the one that I chose has 2 flat heads, which I have been wanting to try for the longest time. So it has 2 flat heads, a big square one and a round circle one. Wow. Oh yeah, I cut myself. I was like, what is that? Coffee stained cut. So 2 square and a flat seal with no design on them, and then it comes with a handle. And then also it came with these adorable little envelopes in a couple different colors here. And this one came with dried flowers, which I was also super excited about. Now, I have a journal coming up that I'm prepping over there that this will work perfect for. These will. So I'm not going to play with these right now. I'll do that later. And I'm going to put some of this stuff away. Oh, it also came with these giant craft tweezers. Look at those, are fantastic. My last craft tweezers got like wax and crap all over them. So this I'm excited about because we'll use them with that. But I thought that what I wanted to try was putting a craft seal or like a seal on and then putting some of this and see if we can use like the flat one to attach it. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. So what you do is screw this in. So like I said, this whole thing is a kit. So I'm going to open this up and see if I can't get some. Come on. I kind of like that one. We'll do it on like gold or something. This one's got some like multiple different colors in it, which totally are like fall colors. It's a whole little sheet of it. So what I'm going to do is break some of that off. I'm going to break it into some little pieces so I can kind of just get little pieces of it in my, this is where the tweezers come in handy here. So I can just put some little pieces of it, and then I'm going to kind of just carefully put the sheet back in there. I should probably, you know what, I'm not going to use this candle though because I've got I've got a candle going over here because I'm always crafting with some sort of candle. So let's see, let's make 2 wax seals. Oh, but I should decide where I want to put this first. Maybe on that front pocket page, like down here. So what I'm essentially trying to do, you know, let's just be smart about this though. Let's put some glue on the backs of these. Oh my gosh, you guys, this candle smells fantastic, by the way. It comes with 2 candles though, like I was saying. But I'm going to put those down. Well, that's not really holding much. But if I put let's just put that there. So what I want to do is try to put a wax seal here to like hold the leaves onto the thing. Should we see if that will actually happen? And I suppose for that to happen, they both have to be exposed a little more. Okay, let's see if we can find some like gold or something. And it's kind of fun to match. So let's see, I'm going to put 3 because this is that's a big square thing. So let's see. There's like 3 different colors of most of these little waxy melt things. I put 3 in anyway because I like the gooshy over the edge looking thing. So now we're gonna melt it. It comes with this nice I have one that has a stand that you can set this in, but that's way far away, and I honestly don't mind just holding this here for a second. So okay, my goal is to melt. Oh, I'm just off screen. So I'm just holding it above the flame. I'm not putting it too deep down into the flame because then the whole bottom of the spoon will just get torched. So, and there's no point to that. So my goal is I'm going to melt these, pour them on the bottom, then try to put the little flakes of stuff on there really quick, and then put the stamp on. And we'll see. This will be a total experiment. These colors are pretty together though. Can you see? Like bronze, gold, and kind of a pale gold, like a yellow gold. Anyway, it's also very satisfying to watch them melt. Okay. Those are, okay, I'm going to have to move really quick. So I'm going to pour it all in this one spot. Ooh, and try to keep it from going off the edge. Oh, don't go off the edge. Let me get some little flakies in there. Okay, now I'll put my stamp on there. And it's totally going off the edge down there. That's okay. I should be able to peel that back off. Not so brilliant putting it this close to the bottom, but you know, we'll see. And while we're waiting, I really want to do the mushroom one too, so I'm going to start melting those. Let's see, let's do that one with like, let's do that one all with the same color, if I can find, so that I can see the definition better. There we go. Come here. Okay, let's see how this worked. Well, not spectacular because I was doing it on, but I can open it back up, so that's good. That's good news. Because I was doing it on top of the leaves, although I kind of like the way that looks. That metallic stuff in there is really cool. And because it's 3 different colors of wax, and it's, let's close that back up. Because it's 3 different colors of wax and it's got that metallic stuff on there, you can actually see it because there's not a design you're trying to see. I would imagine if you put this, this foily stuff, if you put that with, oh, this is dumb. I'm trying to do this with one hand. If you put that with a design, like this intricate kind of mushroomy design, it probably wouldn't work as good. You wouldn't, it would probably interrupt the design a little. I don't know. I'm going to put this over here. But I love the colors of that. And like I said, and it's holding them on there. And I kind of like I'm not even mad about the little drip of wax down there. That's cool too. Should we go to the back pocket? I got to keep that over the... Let's see. Where should we try putting... Let's go on maybe a little more flat surface. Oh, I know. Let's put one on one of the, let's put one on one of the pieces. The bottom of this tag. Let's do that. We're going to put it on the bottom of this little tag that comes in the kit, which I haven't inked yet. I'll have to do that. Okay. Melting the wax. Waxy, waxy melt. Okay, here we go. I thought I was doing all one color, which I kind of am, but because there were the other colors from the last pour. Oh, make sure I do this one. Do you know how many times I've gone to set a wax seal down and I totally forget? I'm all getting all tweaked out because I want to get it on the wax right away. And I totally forget to do things like check the orientation of the of the stamp of the seal, and I put things on like all kinds of crazy angles. This is pretty. I am excited to play more with these. I'm really excited to do the floral ones, those flowers. That's going to be fun. Anyway, stay tuned for that. Let's get that off of there too. And we put that over here. I'm super excited about these. Like for even beyond wax sealing, I'm excited for these. Anyway, if you are interested in this kit, if you haven't ever done wax sealing, or they have a ton of different types of seals, you know it's done when it just picks up. Oh, it's so cute. When it just picks up off of the wax, then it's done. I am going to grab a gold pen. I have a gold marker. And just go over the design a little. This is another trick you can do. And it just brings out the design a little. Oh, this stamp is so cute. I'll show you in a second here. Can you see that? Let me see. Oh, it's hard to show you because it's shiny now, but it's got a couple little mushrooms and ferns inside this little terrarium. It's so cute. Okay, so anyway, if you're interested, I'll have the website will be linked below and a discount code so that you can go. And I'll have the name of this like beginner set that I have. I'll have that listed down there. So, oh, that's cool. I really do actually like how it dripped off the page like that. That's cool. I'm not mad about that at all. All right, now let's get our elements here. So we've got, and all of our whole pile of tabs there. So I've got my big tag, and then I've got my little decorative bits, which I usually use to kind of collage at the end. And then I've got my postcard and this kind of book cover here. I love that little pumpkin-y postcard. I was trying to think, I think I'll probably just end up putting this in here, which I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and punch a hole and put something through the top of this. And I'm gonna grab out my ink. Vintage photo. Okay. So here is some sari silk. Let's put this. If you were the end, there you go. I just got some new sari silk that I ordered a whole bunch of different colors from a shop on Etsy, and a couple of them were like totally fall colors again. I think this time of year I get so inspired by the colors in the trees here. They are just fantastic, and then I just want to like make everything with those colors, and that's why I knew I wanted to hold off on doing a fall theme instead of September last month and do it this month because, well, it's my birthday month and it's my favorite, but also do a little pocket and then have this guy go in there with a tab. That one needs a tab on top. So let's grab one of my tabs here. Oh, I don't know which one. One that's a little contrasting. Let's do this one. So I'm going to glue this tab on top here. But yeah, I just know that I want to do fall now when the trees are changing color. And now that we live here in northern, like way northern Minnesota, almost Canada, right? We're pretty far up here. The trees change color earlier than they did down in the cities where we used to live, which I'm not complaining about because it comes even sooner and it's so gorgeous. And then Joy, my 14-year-old, plays volleyball, and up here all of your away games are like at least an hour away. A lot of them are like an hour and a half or hour and 20 minutes. So, and you don't go on major interstates because there aren't any. So you go on these little 2-laned highways from town to town, and it is just fantastically gorgeous right now. The trees, you drive through, you know, forests. That's what we are up here in northern Minnesota. Lots and lots of forests and woodland. And, oh, that's cute. I like how that looks with that. And so you drive through lots of that. I want to put tabs on these 2 pages too while I'm at it. Or not these 2, these 2 right here. So let's pick out a couple. I like how this one captured a sunflower. So we'll do a sunflower one. And then, oh, well, here's another sunflower one. Let's do those 2. So you drive through these woods and, you know, you drive through all the spaces where it's just gorgeous. So we've been driving on all these beautiful roads to go to away games, which makes it a lot easier. Only it's sad because when you're coming home, it's already dark now. Also, I am reminded, whoops, that this time last year, we already had our first snow. So I am like really okay with not having had snow yet. But we've lived up here for a full year now. October 1st was our anniversary of having moved up north. And we've been here for a full year. And every day we say how happy we are to live up here. It's just beautiful and peaceful and, you know, surrounded by family. And our girls love it. They're doing good. All right. So now I've got a couple tabs, page tabs. And I like the way that looks on the corners. So we've got some page tabs going on there. And we've got a bunch of blotchy ink everywhere. That is starting to bug me a little bit how that faded through there. But you know what? I'm just gonna have to deal. Let's see. What do I want to do? Got that going on there. I do need to leave spaces for me to journal, because eventually this is going to be a journal. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm going to cover up all those acorn stamps that I just made right here with a piece of collage paper. Come here. So I'm going to rip, let's see, what side do I want to do? I like this sunflowers here. And a pumpkin and an apple. Look at that. And we're going to hide them. How's that sound? Sounds like a plan to me. And trim off the white edges. Anyway, I realize every time it turns fall here, or just, you know, anytime it turns a new season here, period, I always start thinking that everybody is having a new season. And then I remember that, oh yeah, a lot of you live in a different hemisphere or different sides of this planet we live on, and you don't have fall right now. Some of you are getting ready to head into the warmest part of your year. And that just, every time I think about that, it amazes me that how small YouTube makes our world, but also just how amazing it is that on my side of the world, we're planning on, you know, getting out winter jackets. We just had our new wood stove installed so we can heat, you know, and be toasty warm. Yeah, I like that. My workspace is quite small and limited right now because I have stuff going on all around. This is a great way too, if you're using the collage sheet, a great way to kind of bring continuity through a couple different pages of layout or even an entire journal. I've done plenty of journals without any sort of like full digital kits or anything. And this is a great way to bring continuity through that, is just, you know, shred some pieces. I'm going to go right over that tab, which is fine because you will still see the tab, and this is just going to cover up the edge of it slightly. But if you just rip up a collage sheet like this, it brings, you know, that same theme through. You can do that on a few different pages, and it'll bring the theme right through. So there, that makes me happier now that I covered that up. Now I don't mind it so much. And this down here, like maybe it just needs a piece of something. No, Maybe it needs the butterfly right in the middle with some cheesecloth. Last month I was trying to not even let myself do cheesecloth because I didn't want it to get too bulky, but now I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna pull it apart a little. It's my birthday month. I'll have cheesecloth if I want to, darn it. So I'm curious. So in the comments below, guys, put what season is it where you live? What season are you coming into? Most of us are changing seasons. Although here in the United States, not even everybody changes seasons. In the warmer weather climates, it's still fall there. It's just not fall like, you know, what we're used to, what our fall is like. This warped this little tag. The wax seal was hot, and I think it kind of warped the paper a little. I'm going to see if I hold it over the candle for a second. This may be a smart idea or it may be an awful idea, but I'm going to see if I can warm it up a little and press it flat. Well, that kind of worked. It worked a little. So let's put a little tag topper on this guy. Get another piece of that sari silk. It kind of worked to heat it up. I lost a little bit of the design around the edge, but it's fine. So let me know below, what season is it? What season are you guys going into where you live? And is that your favorite season? Or what is your favorite season? Now I've got to find where I want to do with this. I stick it in there, but then you don't get to see the cute little... I feel like it's going to have to get clipped on somewhere. I happen to have some paper clips right here. Okay, I'm going to maybe do this autumn tag up there with the other little piece of cheesecloth. Then I'm thinking maybe I'll go grab out of my previous month's one of the pocket templates, and we can make a couple of pockets. Recap my glue, and then I think the very first template I did was a library pocket. I'm trying to think, should I grab that one? Because let's see, that's already got a pocket on it. But I could definitely put a pocket here. So let's see, last month was coin envelopes. Let's do these pockets here. Let's maybe do, should we maybe do a tall pocket here? Well, maybe a tall pocket here with those leaves along the edge. So I'm going to grab I'm going to set my book aside for a sec. And I'm going to take my stencil, not my stencil, this isn't a stencil, and grab a pencil. be trusted to make a straight fold to save my life. Oh, you guys, my candle smells fantastic. It's, I've shared this Etsy shop in the past. And I will tell you again, it's a candle. If you like candles, it's called Chef Scents, like chef, like a cook, chef, C-H-E-F, Chef Scents. And this one is called Harvest Spice. And it's my last one. I was just telling Liz I need to order some more because it's seasonal, obviously, Harvest Spice. But it is cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. And it just smells like the world's best bakery in here. Okay. We were talking about birthday presents. What would I want for my birthday? And I was like, man, I would take, 8 more of these candles because I burn through them so fast. In the fall and winter, I always have a candle going in here. I'm going to put a little thumb notchy in here. I'm just kind of eyeball that. I wonder if my word fall. Well, no. You know what? I did bring out I did grab my little container of Tracy Fox labels, but it also has some of my labels, and I think I picked that up right to some of my fall labels. I have autumn labels in my shop, and I just so happen to have a few there. These are going to be a little too wide. I don't know. That kind of looks cool like that. Or do I want the round one? I think I want the round one on there. But I'm going to save these 2 out. So where's... Oh, bird up in my book. Where was I going to do this? Do I want to do it on the edge there? Because that's all smudgy too. Do I want to do it like that? Yeah, because you know what? This page doesn't have smudgies on it. And that little leaf is fine up there. So that's where I'm going to put this. But before I do that, actually, I'm going to make the tag to go inside of it. So I'm going to grab this is my piece that's on cardstock. And I am going to decide I want this edge over here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move my pocket just slightly off the edge here and then draw a line on this side so it should fit nice and snug in there. Give that a trim. It also, is going to need a tab on top. Let's find something that'll stand out with the print that it has. That one. Okay, but I'm going to corner round it. This is like my 4th corner rounder, I swear. I don't know if I just do something to them or what, but they have not been lasting me very long. If anybody has any idea on, like, a corner rounder that actually stands the test of time, I guess I also use them a lot. Okay, let's put our tabby guy on top. Then we shall glue the pocket, glue the tab on, then glue the pocket on. Okay, now glue, what did I say? Glue the pocket on, then, oh, guys, I'm still a little bit brain foggy from the COVID. I'm sleeping way better at night and everything. And you can see I'm able to talk without coughing. I really didn't get it that bad. I didn't have it as bad as some people. I should have checked this before I went ahead and, oh, crying out loud. Yep, it's just slightly too big. So I'm going to trim off. And then, because I am crazy about things like this, I'm going to have to trim a little on the other side too, because otherwise it'll be lopsided now that I've put the tab in the middle, and that will make me crazy. Okay, now it should fit. Yeah. Okay, better. Now let's glue this guy down. Don't glue it with the tag in, like I have done, because then you will glue the tag to your pocket potentially. Okay. I'm trying to just line it up with the edge of my page there. There we go. And there, that is lovely. So I've got a pocket there, a pocket there. Yeah, then I think I'll just collage the rest. Let's put these back in before I forget. Okay, so I've got my little collage bits, and I've got, you know, I think this one curled up a little again, so it's just gonna go in that pocket because I've got my little apples, and I have a couple of labels. So maybe I'll put a label and some apples up there. Oh, I'm out of frame. Sorry, guys. If I have been out of frame a lot, I feel like I'm so out of practice filming right now because it has been a minute. And even before, I had taken kind of a little break from doing too much filming. So I feel like I'm a little out of practice. I do have 2 journals that I finished that when I'm done here, I'll film a flip through. It was kind of fun. I just needed to work on something, you know, outside the norm for a little while. And these are definitely outside the norm. Let's see. Where am I going to put my little collagey bits? And I still have my one little squirrel guy left. And you know what I'm kind of thinking is I'm gonna make him the center of my O for October. So I'm gonna put him right there, and then I'll draw around him. Or not draw, I'll letter around him. Okay. So that's cute. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna plug up my glue. I'm gonna grab my pens, and I will be right back. October with our little squirrely guy there, and we've got all of our little layout done for the month of October for autumn. So guys, I hope that you had fun with this video. If you have any questions on how to get the freebies downloaded, certainly leave me a comment down below. But you do need to be a member of the Junk Journal Inspirations Facebook group, which is linked in the description below. And like I said, there's a video on there now that tells you how to go about downloading them and everything. If you are interested in the wax seal stuff, check out my link below to Craspire, and go ahead and look at their, I mean, like, I'm not kidding, they have tons and tons and tons of really cool looking wax seal heads. So thanks for hanging out with me for a little while today, guys. I hope that you are doing well. Tell me down below again what season it is that you are going into. I'm interested where you are and what season it is where you are. Also, I just saw this out of the corner of my eye and think I need to glue some of that on as I'm talking here. Who doesn't love a little rick-rack? Doesn't that just make that so much cuter? Okay, so yeah, tell me down below what season it is, where you are. And until I see you guys next time, have a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening, or possibly middle of the night, whatever time it is, on whatever side of this fantastic globe of ours that we all share, that you live on. And until I see you next time, guys, stay safe and healthy. I hope that you guys are healthy and doing well, and that everyone in your home is as well, and that your loved ones are, and that you're able to spend some time with them, spend some time being crafty. Okay, yeah, that's way cute. Spend some time being crafty, spend some time being creative, do something that you love, get outside, breathe deep, whatever it is. God, God, go see God's wonderful creation wherever you are. And until I see you next time, take care, and God bless you guys. Bye-bye.